Flow can't be stopped, the alpha is leaking. But here comes the car. They call him Bolon Bolon, Mr. Alpha Police. Bolon Bolon, please leave us in peace. Dreamer is dreaming, and Bolon is steaming, 'cause the alpha is teeming. Whenever dreams speaking, time for the AMA. What will his colleagues leak today? Bolon holds himself at bay. You but just one touch away. They call him Bolon, Bolon, Mr. Alpha Police. Bolon, Bolon, can't stand all these leaks. In this workhorse on spaces, putting me through the paces with his alpha-drenched phrases. The police can't contain it, he can't be complacent. No, though he wants to embrace it. Just let the death say shit about whatever they're making.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how we doing? I hope everyone out there is having a good time tonight. Kind of a crazy day in the kingdoms today. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Kind of a crazy day. We got these huge patch notes. Just absolutely huge. And they're really impactful. A lot of changes that were implemented partly last weekend, some changes from the weekend. Pretty interesting, going to be fun to see over the next couple days after they're implemented tomorrow, it sounds like, maybe. How they play in the hunts, see if, maybe they're too heavy for the hunts. Maybe they're not enough. I've heard that traits slap the hunts around, but I don't know. I cannot reveal my sources. They spoke to me on the condition of anonymity. And so journalistic integrity compels me not to reveal my source. But yeah, that is a lot of stuff going on there. And then I also, I just have some plans for tonight. I want to do a big rare floor level 20 archer summon, dark summon, excuse me. And I also just want to talk about strategy at a really general level. So I guess maybe the first thing to do is not finish this boar hunt that I just had open from earlier. I was messing around with Sears, just trying to see like what could I do by putting two with different builds in. But I haven't really found much that I enjoyed about it yet, to be honest. That's not to say that I won't. I haven't been trying for very long. But I'll admit defeat. And I kind of want to talk about, just strategy that we saw over this past weekend in a lot of the games, right? And just kind of explain how I view the strategy in this game. So I think a lot of people get most of the way there in the thinking, but I don't know. I haven't really seen people lay it out too clearly yet, but I haven't watched everything. There's so much. But where do I even begin? It all started when I was talking to the Beeve about Second Life and Resurrection. And he was like, man, the hero summoning economy is going to die. It is going to crash and burn like an MF if, these traits don't slap harder. And I had to, I finally had to say, I've had enough, Beeve. I love you, I've had enough, but I gotta tell you, it's hard to make something in the game like this that could possibly slap harder than the ability to bring a hero back to life. And he asked me why, and I realized that the answer to that question is actually so general and not situational and not specific that most people don't even really think about it. So I heard Just Crypto say over the weekend, right, that he's talking about the strategy. The goal of everyone's goal is to get one of their heroes down first, right? That's the idea. And then you can flex a 3-2 advantage. I don't think that gets all the way there because it's kind of like ignoring that the person is also doing things to you and may have turns right after you get that kill where they can secure a trade. So really the ultimate goal in a game is to get a 0-for-1 trade. And that means you trade none of your pieces. Think of your little dudes on one side of the board as pieces, right? You're trading 0 of yours for 1 of theirs because that means you killed one without losing one in return. That is the optimal situation to start out with because then you gain a very significant advantage. But not all trades are created equal, right? So the reason that sometimes you see a comeback frequently are in games where, say, I traded my priest for your archer. And we were both playing single archer compositions with a healer and a tank or like or warrior, whatever. If I trade my priest, who does the healing thing that can keep me alive after you do damage, for your archer, who is doing all of your damage, even though that's a 1-for-1 trade, that leaves me in a much more advantageous position because I still have the ability to do damage. And you really only have the ability to prevent it and refill health, so remove the doing of damage. But you don't have that big attack anymore, and the whole point of the game is to remove the other heroes from the board. It's not like, if you take 3 oracles in there, oracle seers, it's pretty funny because this game actually does allow you to build a comp that cannot possibly win the game. It's if you take 3 oracle build seers in there, you cannot do any damage, right? Because none of them can do any damage at all. It might be really hard to kill them. The other team will eventually run out of resources, but unlike in a normal kind of extended comp, the triple oracle seer can do no damage. So even if the other team runs out of resources, they can eventually basically attack you down until the seers themselves run out of resources and die, right? So if you don't have the ability to do damage, your chances of winning the game go down dramatically. And if I take out your only source of damage, that 1-for-1 trade is really beneficial to me. Another thing is it gets more advanced from there. You want to do a 2-for-1 trade if you really complicate it. Like I'm giving up one of my heroes and I'm getting 2 of yours. That's a bit of a different way to spin this. Another way would be trying to just anticipate, your enemy is also trying to get that 0-for-1. You're both coming in getting to get that 0-for-1. So it is not unlikely that a lot of matches will feature a 1-for-1 trade. And you want to be able to maximize how you perform in that 1-to-1 trade. And that is why I had a lot of success, I think, over the past weekend using double archer, partly because I do think rapid shot was broken, and I'll get to that. It's because a repeating shot, not rapid. Is because it made it really easy for you to get a favorable trade every single time. That's why it was broken. You could lose a hero in return, but if I have 2 archers, right, and I just open up repeating shot, rapid shot, right, I'm sending 6 arrows. RNG is going to apply them to 3 heroes, right? There's a very limited set of options. Some of your guys are going to be damaged, and there's a pretty good chance that I could spend my next 2 turns casting repeating shot and just guarantee a kill without any kind of counterplay. And if you only had 1 archer, if I killed that one, then you're really done, right? There's nothing you can do about it because now you can't kill me back. And so that ability to just do it off the rip and pretty much guarantee a kill against most heroes at any level, except for tanks, right? So it didn't work against tanks, but really I would rather have your healer or your archer if I can just kill them in 1 turn like that. That's a better trade for me, even if you get a kill back. And if I traded archer for archer, right, in that situation, I'm left with tank archer and you're left with priest tank, which I have the structural advantage there because I can do damage and you have a hard time doing damage. Or if you traded, if I picked off your priest, then I was still left in a tie position where we both have a tank and an archer. So I don't know. I thought using 2 was really strong, but we'll see how it plays out this next weekend. I am going to do a different video for the patch notes review that I like to do. Lots to talk about in there, though. One big note to highlight is that they are removing the Gorbo as a droppable item from the Mad Boar hunt. Instead, players now have a chance to get the Gore Longbow with the same drop rate as Gorbo used to be, which has higher attack damage. Ooh, yes, candy. Here, a piece of candy, but also a 10% speed debuff. Don't look at the end of the sentence. Just look at the higher damage. Don't look at the back end of that. But yeah, 10% speed debuff. So previously dropped Gorbos are not affected by these changes. So this is the very first time in DFK history that we are rotating out a droppable item, never to have it return again for balance reasons. And I think that is super cool, super momentous. I wanted to mark it on the calendar as a really momentous day. Very interesting to see what happens with these Gorbos, because if they're really broken, they might be in high demand, or if they're not, they might not be. So for now, I think a lot of people are speculating. I heard someone say that they got bid up from a little bit of crystal to a lot, but I don't know. I haven't been watching that, and I haven't checked for myself. But just interesting to note this kind of historical moment. I know, Sasha, you weren't able to fool me. You can't hide things behind parentheses. I'm still going to see them. But no, I don't, I'm just kidding. I'm when I make fun of the patch notes, it is all in good fun. But yeah, regardless of the reasons for it or whatever, I just think this change is interesting in and of itself. Just the fact that it happened. So I wanted to call that out. That's pretty cool. Because of traits, looks like the boars in the box are getting some buffs, but so are the heroes coming in. So I think that one we're just gonna have to play it to see how it goes out. And then a bunch of other changes in here. Lots of them were live during testing, and I really think I gave a lot of feedback on them during my Sunday stream, which I know some of you watched, but some of you probably didn't. But I basically had a good time doing the PvP playing for DeFi Kingdoms. It's a really fun game. I do think I found an actual, broken strategy, which was great, because that was the point, to break the game in testing. But I'm not saying win every time broken, but just kind of the way it interacts with the game mechanics is more abusive than strategic. It's like tilting the board so that my pieces have the high ground at the very beginning. But they did nerf speed potion. I'm not going to claim credit for that. Lots of people were saying speed potion was too strong. So it's not like that was a unique feedback from me, but I just thought it was pretty cool how giving yourself those 5 extra ticks at the time bar at the beginning made it so that using your speed potion on your archer, instead of giving you 3 turns over 2, it gave you like 3 turns before 2, which was wild. It just changes the dynamic completely of using that, which is why I did it. But going back to game strategy, right? So we talked about this 1-for-0 trade. And why is repeating shot good for these 1-for-0 trades? Because it's a setup burst damage ability, right? So the way the game is kind of, in my head, designed to play out is like you either can choose to go max aggressive, right, or max defensive. And if you go max aggressive, your goal is to win as fast as possible, because you are executing some kind of strategy that it probably works best when the enemy does not have very much of a chance to respond. So the more turns that you give them in your strategy when you're going that max aggro, the more chances you're giving them to heal up and shield up and prevent your incoming damage. Meanwhile, you are running out of mana and steam and ability to kill them. So that's like the max aggro. That is the skiller triple archer opening with the channeled barrage, like I don't care who you hit, you're dying kind of strategy. Versus, right, like Emerson played this awesome composition against me, which I found hilarious. It was Knight Priest, but it was double Knight Priest, and Knights are dank now, but the range 2 on their tier 3 abilities is Chef's Kiss. I love it. I really like it a lot. I'm excited to play with it. But anyway, Emerson had double Knight Priest, and I had like a traditional warrior archer seer, And I realized what he was doing to me, right? Because I tried to go for that combo with the archer, but I didn't really just have enough damage with the seer because it was a healing build, and with the knight to kill his priest who was hiding behind these two knights, and I knew I couldn't do enough damage to the knights. So I was sitting there and I was like, I just got to play this out. I just got to wait it out and save my mana as long as I can, and get him to use all of his battle budget before I use like any of mine, ideally. And so that's what I did. I just basic attacked him every single turn, except for like my seer. My seer would cast Sanctuary, and then I'd literally pass turn twice to burn through the amnesia and cast Sanctuary again. So once he started getting one of my front guys to like half health, I'd switch him. And he's got the knights. Like he could do that one cheap shot to the middle, but like I could really just move him all the way back. And I did a few times. I moved my warrior all the way to the back, my seer all the way to the front because it had built up this shield from all the sanctuaries. And then move the seer all the way back, basic attacking the whole time. We're dancing, we're grooving. It's taken like half an hour. And musical chairs, Emerson says in the chat. Yeah, it was just so funny. So that's like his strategy there is like the max defensive. So I think generally speaking, max defensive like is going to be strong against someone who has a plan and fails to execute it really well. Because like you don't get the kill when you need to, and now you're out of resources, and the other team just out sustains you. That's that Emerson plan there. And I prefer something a little bit more in the middle, where I have a specific plan that I am trying to use to get a kill, right? I am trying to plan for one turn where I make a pivotal moment with a big damage move and get that kill. And with Rapid Shot, the way it was working, all the planning that was required was use the first turn of the combo on turn 1. Use the second turn of the combo on turn 2. That was the whole plan, and it did its job. It successfully got that kill pretty much every time. And that's why I thought it was a little too strong, because it was like, it should require a little more setup than that. To make it engaging. That is brain dead. I beat Emerson in 14 turns, I think, or something like that, and that didn't feel fun even for me as the winner. Although I mean it did because it was Emerson, but as far as the gameplay, I was like, I'm kind of sad that strategy worked, But we'll see how it plays now. They did tune it down a little bit, and I think that's all it needed was just a little bit more damage off, so that you couldn't guarantee a kill. Like one miss would leave them with enough health that they could then recover and counterplay and set something up against you, and so that's the thought on Rapid Shot. Now connecting it to Second Life and Resurrection, I was talking earlier about, hey, your goal is 1 for 0, right? You want that one kill, and you don't want to give up any of your guys. And now you have this kind of world. There's the whole universe of strategies that allow you to get a kill without giving up a guy. But there is also this whole universe of strategies over here that are different. And they allow you to get one guy in exchange for giving up one guy, right? Like it's really easy to set up trades 1 for 1. You just all right, instead of trying to heal, I'm just going to kill that guy. Now it's his turn. He kills my guy. Great, right? That's like how you maintain a draw. What Second Life and Resurrection as a concept allow you to do is they allow you to take a draw situation and turn it into the 1 for 0 trade, which is the ideal situation, right? So a lot of people were talking about how, it's just so easy to get that kill again. And I agreed with that, right? That's why I thought it did need a little bit of a buff. And so I like that they added the 10% health. I like that they added the initiative to Second Life. I think that really addresses the exhaust problem. You just kind of get your turn next, and you can pass turn to clear the exhaust, but you don't have to wait for a long time first, which was kind of the problem. And on Resurrect, they give you a ward. So after the person brings you up, right, whoever it is, it recognizes that costs you a turn, and you can't use someone else's turn to heal them up or support them in some way. So now there's a ward, meaning that the enemy would have to spend 2 turns at least to get you down. 2 turns at least, right? Because 1 to pop the ward. No amount of damage is going to be enough to kill you, because the ward just absorbs it and then it's gone. Even if it's 1 damage, absorbs and gone. 500 damage, absorbs and gone, right? So it's harder for them to get that right away. Except I guess Archer multi-shot would probably be a pretty good tactic, but that wouldn't take 35% of your health off, assuming one of the arrows got warded. But so either way, they're going to have to take 2 turns likely to break that, and by then you should have a turn or close to it, or they take all 3 turns and then they get the kill, but they've now given your 2 guys who presumably, remember, we're starting with players who are both trying to get a 0 for 1 trade. So if you've like not been passing turn every time and they get this kill, you should have like some reasonable damage done to them, unless you're getting outclassed completely, in which case it doesn't matter what traits you have, you're getting outclassed completely, right? So like in that situation, it doesn't matter. I don't think anything should be able to like return the game if you are just outclassed. Like that is not what I want. But in these games where it's close, I like those are the games that matter the most for your win rate, the close games, the ones that you almost won but lost. Those are the ones that matter the most, the absolute most. And what these abilities do is they allow you to turn those games and present situations that other people cannot do. I can take a 1 for 1 trade with you and end up in the 1 for 0 advantage position. You can't do that to me necessarily if you don't have it. So that's why I like Second Life and Res. I think the changes to them from the last weekend to now, the additional 10%, and the ward for Resurrect and the initiative for Second Life are all very well thought out. I'm very interested, and I'm excited to test it. I did run through several. Oh, I clicked the wrong button on my end, but where am I? Where's my screen? I did run through the not send, sorry, catalog here for heroes with some cool stuff. And let's see, I think what I did was I filtered it starting at like 18 to 20 at first. Right, okay. And then I did by codex, because like, ain't playing with no codex class. So we got one archer, 18 to 20, with Resurrection in A1. We have, let me clear this one. One priest, 18 to 20, with Resurrection in A2 of Codex classes. We have, all right, Second Life's a little bit better. We have 7 heroes that have Second Life in 1 to 20. And this guy, this warrior in particular, is one that I would love to bust out this weekend on some people, because look at him. He's just got great dex, great agi, great strength, and a Second Life. So what I can do is I can kind of play him not like a tank, but like a full damage, to secure a kill, even if it would cost me his life. Because guess what? If it costs me his life, he's coming back. But most of the time, they're not going to want to trade for my warrior, right? They're going to want to go for my damage dealer if I have a triple, or if I have like a tank healer traditional setup. They're going to want to take out one of my damage dealers, and or my only damage dealer in that case. And they won't be ready when he's just ripping into them. And then he will just have, if they do take out that Second Life hero, he has free reign to just rail into them with his pretty strong dex, pretty strong strength, and definitely the axe. So that's the trade-off that you're getting, is like, all right, don't focus this guy who's going to beat you up, and then he beats you up. Oh, it's amazing. And because, even though I do a 1 for 1 trade that doesn't involve my Second Life, where does that leave me? Okay, now I have 2 heroes, one of which has Second Life, and you have 2 heroes. Guess what? I can plan a new 1 for 1 trade, and eventually I can do one that I will end up with that 1 for 0 positive outcome, right? So they still have to beat me in trades. You've basically added a piece to the board. If we just think of it as chess or checkers, probably is a better analogy for most of the audience. Checkers, right? Think about checkers. What is the point of checkers? You move pieces, and you want to set up situations where you can do that sweet double jump, baby. Because guess what happens when the double jump happens? Hey, maybe you left your one guy exposed out there, but you got 2 of his pieces, and now you've cleared up some board space so that you have more room to work, right? So that 2 to 1 trade applies in like any kind of, like the concept of a piece trade applies to kind of any game that works in a 1 versus 1 way. And here in heroes or not, sorry, here our heroes are pieces. So we have, you know, three pieces. You have a limited set of trades you can do. There's going to be a lot of one for ones, and then a lot of one for zeros. After that point, we'll probably go mostly by who makes the fewest mistakes. Honestly, for most of the players. But knowing how to execute additional strategies where, hey, maybe this would result in a tie in a normal game, but now it results in the, you know, the ideal outcome for me when it would normally be a tie. That's really that's tough to play against for the other player, because they have to not only, like, they can't rely on going for that 2-2 situation. They have to 1 for 0 you, and if they don't, they're kind of screwed. And if you have multiple, forget about it. Say you had 1 second life on each hero, then I don't even really have to think about trading as the person using it. Like, I don't care which one of yours I take out, you take out, or sorry, let me restart. I don't care which one of mine you take out. I'm going to be okay letting that trade happen. I get one of yours, you get one of mine. Guess what? Mine pops back up. Heidi ho. And if you spend your 2 heroes that are left, you spend their 2 turns trying to kill it down, well, guess what? I just spent my 2 heroes that are left killing down one of yours. So now that I had that 1 for 1 trade, I basically made what it should have been a 1 for 1 into a 2 for 1 because of that, which is extremely powerful. But I do think the 25% was too low. So I just wanted to say, like, I'm not like saying it needs to be a lot bigger. I think the changes that they made are pretty solid. All right, I should read chat, huh? Oh, yeah. See, right. And Worm, what you said here, I'm gonna pin it, is perfect. If it only extends it 1 turn, yeah, it's probably not slapping. But now they've made it so it's pretty much guaranteed to extend more than 1 turn. And the fact that it can extend more than 1 means it's going to be a lot further in general. I do believe. Oh, I'm getting a cell phone call. That is annoying. Regardless. All right. Worm's getting riled up. No, he's not riled up. I think he's good. I think Worm's good. I like what he said up there. It kind of represents it perfectly. Anyway, looking forward. Raph and I are going to try to get some games in this weekend using some catalog second lifeies. And I'm thinking I want a resurrect on my tank and second life on my other ones, so that, like, they're incentivized to attack my tank, and I can see if just, like, having the abilities makes them attack me and does what I need it to do. But sadly, there isn't really a resurrect on a high level tank. You kind of got to go down a few levels to get one. So let me check it out here. How far down do I have to go? If I go to 15. Oh, did I turn off all of them? Yeah, I did. Active 1 res. Ooh, I got a common warrior. Nice. Very nice. This archer I would actually like to play with. It was one of the ones I was checking out. Let me see. Active 2. Ooh, this guy, wild. Absolutely wild looking. 17, but 53 decks on this warrior, right? Check that out. Chaos Stone, too. Got the Delinquent Hair, owned by Danimal of the Mythic Squad. But I saw this hero and I was like, wow, that's a cool looking dude. That is a cool looking dude. Agi makes me sad though. But that said, you got 3 levels, man. You could bring it back on the Agi. But that's like, literally, look, if I wanted a good tank, I got to go even lower. And this is what I want, is a tank with Resurrect. And I literally can't find one even in the catalog at playable levels. So, I mean, I do kind of agree also with some of the things Justice saying. Like, yeah, we can't really, it's hard to evaluate because, frankly, I don't, even using every hero in the game, I don't yet have the option to really do what I want because it doesn't exist. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist at any level. It's just no one has taken the time to level one of those heroes to a playable spot, and so it's kind of hard to show them off. But this one, Danimal, keep at that one. I think I'm going to try to play it this weekend with the Archer and the double second life common Archer. Would be pretty nice. And then maybe another common one. Just see what we can do. But ooh, this warrior. Love this warrior. Anyway. I digress. So that's my rant on Second Life. Answer the phone. Waza. I couldn't do it. But anyway, it's time, ladies and gents. It's time. Let me check. Is the sound coming through? Is everything good? Because it's time to do a dark summon. It's time to build a sweet hero. So today, I'm building a hero. What hero am I building? I am building a rare floor archer. Are you questing? Are you seriously questing right now? Did I send you to a different wallet because I'm dumb? Oh, wait. Guys, I think I sent it to my other wallet because I'm dumb. Let me just check this out really quick. Yeah, I did. Sure enough, I did. All right, I'm going to send my other one over here because I bet my stones or crystals are over here too. All right. Send hero. Oh, I should probably unmute this, huh? Give you guys some sound. Maybe I turn back my sound on. Yeah? To some extent. We'll see. Send that one. Select level descending archers. You. All right. Later. You're off to the bloater Gildanger. And you're going to get Gildanged right into the pit. You level up like that, you get put in the pit. Let me just make sure I didn't buy the stone over here. Yeah, okay, as I thought, the stone is in fact on the other wallet too. I prepared for this halfway. Pretty clearly. To the Dark Summoner we go. Alright, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, bloaters, beavers, Eric, skillers, beeves, moshes, 91 karmas is, dragonflies, tails, butterflies. I can't believe it's not butters. Zabus. What in the DFKs? Emersons? Megas. Kupos. Sergeants. Filthies. Mix. Nasties. Everyone. Ren pens. Acoustics. We're going for it. So what archer are we building today? We're trying our darndest, despite the subclass mismatch, which is just unfortunate. I mean, maybe I can get something nice out of the recessive. Could get a warrior or a pirate. Or a monk. Monk would be bad. Got some good recessives over here. Got leadership and Dark Knight that didn't apparently pass through. Maybe those move up. Either way, we want to keep the archer though. We really don't want that Dark Knight to move up. I thought it was subclass, but no, screw that. We don't want that. We want archer. We want the level 20 archer. We got the dex points to 20 with the tiers. Right? And we're going with the greater swiftness stone. And because I got luck archers, I got dex archers. I have one decently fast leggy archer that doesn't have a stone. And I'm like, I kind of like using this one the best. So I'm gonna make the greater swiftness stone archer floor. Hopefully. Gotta type burn to confirm, as always. Oh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. It could all go in the pit. Guys. Should I play the song? Or should I just go for it? Oh, man. Wait. Maybe I... Oh, I blew it. But on chain, I'm chilling. Hell yeah. Here we go. I'm frightened. I'm truly frightened. I'm truly frightened right now. I hope we get at least a leggy. Come on. Give me that leggy archer. Oh, I would love that. I'm excited about leggies. That shit's sad. I'm laughing at myself in the song that I wrote. Jesus. Rough. Mythical vibrations. All right, guys. I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna watch the chat's reaction when this. Oh my God! Wait, what? I had a dark summon in here already. I don't remember what that was. I have no idea what that was. I don't remember the last time I did anything on this wallet. All right, let's see what it was. I probably just did it and forgot about it. That's funny. I wonder what it is. I did not know this was in here. This is a surprise to me, surprise to you. This is not the archer that I just did. This is just clearing the runway. We're just clearing the runway. Okay. Wow. Shit. Woo! No stone or anything. Oh, I wonder what I was going for. I have no idea. Like with no stone? Weird. Weird, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Anyway, let's clear the runway though. We're going. Finalize Dark Summon Hero. This is for all the small marbles. And we click confirm. We're doing it. We're doing it. Sergeant Filthy says I used up my good luck. Yo, Renpen, good perfect giveaway material? You're not wrong, actually. Good, not a bad idea. Oh, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch the chat now. I can't look. Is it an Archer chat? I'm scared. I'm scared to look. I heard it crack. Should I look, chat? I don't want to look, chat. Oh, it's an Archer. That was the most terrifying part. All right, what'd we get? What'd we get? Leggy, we got the rarity upgrade. Death Dancer, we got the name upgrade. Oh, nice. Oh, I love the immediate lies from the chat, as if like there's not a slight delay. I know you're lying. Oh, but I do appreciate that. I did pull up the warrior, got a better subclass. This is great. Starting with, I mean, not super stoked about the strength, but not upset about it either, you know? Luck, decent to have. Dex and Agi, but like, woo, this is solid. Let's check these growth rates. All right, 57 on Agi, 33 on the secondary, 82 primary, and 21 secondary for Dex, and 22 secondary for strength. Not bad. And endurance, just really kind of weak in the int and whiz departments. Got that greater swift. Got explosion pulled up. All right. Maybe that strength will come in handy. I do love that poison blade. Clear vision and fearless. Clear vision good for the Archer, of course. Now it's time for this plus 19. What are we doing here, folks? What are we doing here? I think, I gotta go Vit at least this first one. I think I'm gonna go Vit, Dex, and then Agi secondary. Now I bought some stones here, some crystals. I got Vigor crystals for levels 1 through 4. All right. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Good day in the pit. Like, what? Rare seer to rare priest. Okay. So I must have... interesting. Thank you for checking that out, Code Green, because like I know how to do it. I didn't want to do it at the moment, but I'm glad to have the info on stream. Nice. Dope. Rare seer, rare priest. That's 2 rarity upgrades in a row. I have no idea when I started that summon. Like, full disclosure. I sent these heroes to this wallet because it was empty. That was the plan. And sure enough, I had a mythic hero waiting for me. That's mythic vibes. You come home, your mythic's waiting for you. That's amazing, right? Upgraded 2 rare floors today. Feeling good. I gotta have a rug here soon, so I gotta do some common floors. Just burn through some of my luck, I don't know. Ooh, okay, only 7 points, but I did get the 2 Vit, which is good-ish. Good spread on these important stats of strength, dex, agi, and luck. And no good love on the mana, but I got the large roll for this 10-pointer. That's good to start out with. Good health and mana rolls as well. Let's see what happens next. Rab Vineformer. What a name. What a guy. What a Rab. All right, we're going to try to get Vit to 10 plus as fast as possible. Once it gets to 10 plus, we'll drop it from the primary. I think maybe put it in the secondary. Maybe not. I do want Dex and Agi, I think, here. I will stick with that Vigor crystal from level 2 to 3. I should probably give you back Game Sound since I took that away when I played Mosh Pit. Maybe I turn it up a little bit. So we are just relaxing and meditating here, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we're doing. Starting these meditations. Pending. Vineformer. What a name. Rab. I feel like it's kind of like Raph. So I am doing a giveaway though tonight, Renpen, because you know what? It's the last Wednesday in August, my friends. And that means, yes, you know what that means. Bloater Vizzy is going to someone. Because this time I actually didn't forget. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? I love it. So, I got to think of a way to give it away. Open to suggestions in the chat. Oh, Mythic Marinade says Sabu. Oh my god. Oh, that's amazing. Sick Archer says Skiller. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked on this guy. Let's see how he does with the levels. I almost got distracted there by chat. But chat, think about how you want to earn a Bloater Vizzy. You know, maybe I should just buy 2 rare floors and see. You know, maybe just give it a run. Level 2 to level 3. Let's see how this hits. Let's see how this hits. Ah. Come on, pending. Alright, confirm. Oh, absolutely rugged. But that's fine. I got 17 more to go. These things happen. It's bound to happen on a few, but I am disappointed it happened so early. You know what? You level up like that, you get put in the pit. Right away. No mokshas. No, nothing. You know, I think you level up like that, you get put in the pit. Right away. No mokshas, no nothing. No stone heroes, yeah, we put them right in the pit. All basic abilities, right to the pit. Archers under 50 dex, in the pit, right away. Rarity's too low, you go in the pit. Also, if your rarity is too high, you go in the pit. Too high, too low. Either way, you're in the pit. All right, so Renpen says I should give my archer. No, it's not. Sorry, my archer. My bloater Vizzy for this month, or maybe she means the seer, to the person whose name rhymes the most with the word win, which I don't know. That's got to be Kupo, right? Right? That rhymes perfectly with win. Actually, Renpen, you know, you actually did that well. I thought you would not win that one, but your name does sound the most like win in my chat. Well, it's the only option I've been given. So, unless someone gives me another option, I might actually go with it. I might go with it. Because I don't overthink this stuff, you know. I don't overthink it. I'm like Miles Death Dancer. I had that bad level up. It's fine. I'm going to the next one. I have a greater Agi Stone. I'm self-assured and confident like Mr. Death Dancer. And if he's not self-assured and confident, then guess what? He's going to go in the pit at level 20 again with a Legi floor. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. This is actually a good level up. Did get that Vit finally that I wanted up to 12. Agi going slowly, but at least I hit that boost. I might switch to Agi crystals. I do have to do that. Dex doing well though. I have a bunch of Dex crystals lined up. Agi is not doing as well as I had hoped already though. So we're gonna put that up, and we're gonna put Agi, Dex, Luck with the Vit crystal for the last from 4 to 5, and let's see how this. Rarity level 5 level up goes. Wenpen. I identify as Wen. Oh, Emerson actually is the one. Lol. Whoa, Emerson makes a good point though, Renpen. I don't know. You might want to reconsider that suggestion because actually I think Emerson would win. If I were to write a song about Emerson for my AI rappers to sing, I think they'd rhyme something with win. Those guys. Emerson. Never get a win against Raph's kid. It's a sin. Oh, see? You can do it just like that. Just like that. I even put an internal kind of hiccup rhyming scheme with kid. It doesn't really rhyme, but it's got the same assonance. And assonance is a fun word because you get to write ASS and then you're like, I'm just kidding. Assonance. You know, I'm not childish. Ignore me. Ladies, gents, boys, girls, bloaters, beavers. Emersons. Woo! Oh my fucking god. I'm so bad. I was looking at my stream and I didn't go to whatever. I'll just look at it. How'd you do, buddy? Dex went up by 2. Agi went up, I think, by 4. Luck got a good boost. Vit got 1. I know that. Let's check the mana. Mana got like 8, I want to say. Maybe 7. Health doing okay. All right, cool. We're going to go Agi again. Dex. Luck. I kind of want Int higher, but I don't know. So now I'm going to try to get Dex like going. I really want to get the Dex going on this one. Because it's level 6. It's level 5 now. It's practically grown up. You know, it can practically do hunts on its own. Approving the fitness crystal. I mean, finesse crystal. Fitness crystal. It's like Ozempic, the fitness crystal. I don't know where I was going with that one. But I did. I went. I don't know why. I approved MetaMask. Actually, web interface game. Please allow. Please allow me to do. Maybe I should pick up some Agi crystals for like those like cherry on top levels at the end. Try to get him above 50 or something. Really, that's what I'm hoping for. So at least above 40 Agi is what I'm hoping. My current best archer is a legendary with 38. Ooh. Where minimize 1 jewel from. Thank you. Oh, someone connected to the donate live and got the airdrop. Nice. Yeah, I do have the donate live link as always in the text of the description of this video. So you can go there and check it out if you want to make a donation. If you'd really, really like what you see or just want to try to farm some Don 3 points. Not saying they'll ever be valuable because I'm not a person willing to give that advice, but I do think it's a really cool application of Web 3. And I support it for that reason primarily because, you know, I don't want to like profit too much off of the donations. And also on that point, I've been thinking I haven't withdrawn for a while from my Don 3 account. What I think I'm actually going to do is start sending that stuff to the MSVHT admin wallet to the extent that it's like on those 2 chains and just convert it to Joule or USDC or something for future tournaments. And then anything that I get on other chains, I'll have to maybe probably do a little bit more manually to get some gas. But if it works out, I'd like to save on gas because I won't have gas on those chains on the admin wallet. But I'll try to get like all the other stuff there too. So it just becomes like a tournament pool eventually. I'm not saying it'll be a much, but I'll add it and it'll be like donate 3 sponsors every single tournament I ever do. Happy I hit 3 decks there. 8's not bad. I'm hitting like not terrible rolls, except for that one, which was terrible. And I think I got an okay 9-point roll on the level 5 that I skipped over on accident because you get 7. I think it said my total was 16. So pretty midland. I would like more impressive rolls, but all the same, beggars can't be choosers. I'm not doing terrible for level 6. Really, I'm not. 22 dex, 20 agi, 17 endurance, 20 luck actually is pretty good. And I did hit that high mana roll early, which is impactful. Let's see if I can get more of those now that my stats are a little bit higher. Agi, dex. Luck's looking okay for now. Let's add some strength. Maybe another Vit. We haven't seen a single Vit point since I stopped doing it. Add crystal, view Q started up. Level 7. Ooh, who's got me now? Intern for the winter, and your name rhymes with it the most. Kupo. Oh, I get it now. Thank you for the 400 or 42,069, 420.69 DFK gold. That is worth its weight in bloaters, friend. Worth its weight in bloaters. And I mean the good kind, not the fish fried kind. I heard Franz make a really good joke over the weekend as I was listening to some of the streams that I had missed, and I actually lolled pretty hard. It was a good thing I wasn't in the chat. I would have just like been super annoying for a second laughing about that joke. Beggars can be choosers when GDE is here, says Worm, and that's right. I am very excited for that. And here, my begging did pay off. I got an 11. 2 in the decks, which is nice. Oh, it's Agi going slowly but surely. I've got, what, 13 more level ups to do. So if I were to single point Agi all of them, I would get to 34. That would be really disappointing. I'm hoping for a little bit more than that. I'm hoping for a little bit more than that out of the Swiftest Stone. I won't lie. But, you know, decks, if I can get decks around 50, I think I'll be pretty satisfied. Like, it won't be like, ooh, the coolest thing ever, but I will be satisfied as long as my agi is above average. You know, I think I'm cool with that average dex, like pushing close to the top range for the bow. And I'm not as cool with the average whiz considering, or average agi considering the stone. Did get 11 more MP points though, and mana is kind of one of those low key sleeper, super important things. Happy about that. I wish I could do this a lot faster, but there's really no point trying to rush it, in my opinion, because it's just kind of a slow process. No gripes against anyone. Maybe I will give one to int because it's just like so sad looking. No, I'd rather throw it on strength. Honestly, all the same. Let my int lag. Wiz is doing okay, and I've been getting good mana rolls. It's like, what do I need the int for on an archer? I'd rather have the whiz anyway. If anyone's gonna lag, I would happy be int as long as MP isn't a correspondingly super lagging. It hasn't been so far. What total stats, or what a particular total stat would be? I like the fitness crystal more than the finesse crystal. Guess the total stats at level 20 closest wins. Oh, I actually do love that. I'm pinning that. All right. So I will get it to 10, and we will have. And we will have something there, right? Once I get it to 10. And then at that point, how am I going to record it, though? Oh, man, this is going to be tough. I assume most of you can DM me in some way. It's not like I got the crazy audience today. StreamYard says I've got 37. That's still above average. Hey, welcome all of you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Glad you're here. But that said, I don't know. That doesn't really work, I don't think. Ooh, only 6. This is a huge disappointment, but hey, at least I got that 2 agi that I had been begging for. And another good MP roll. Like, I'm really stretching to feel decent about that one. All right. All right. All right. I do like this idea of guessing the total stats, though, at 20. As if no one comes up with something better by... No, I don't have mods, so I can't, like, keep track of you. Huh. There's Hector 2.0. What's up? Nice to see you. You do appear to be a new viewer. I'm glad you popped in to say hello. Always feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to answer any of them, and if I sound sarcastic when I answer them, I apologize. Sometimes I do mean it, though, so I won't say I don't mean it. Agi, Dex, and I'm going to go back to luck now, I think. Just let this Dex crystal, the fitness crystal, rip-a-roo. I think I've only got enough crystals to get him to 16. I was planning to do... Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay. Skiller just killing it right now with the ideas. 69 Frost Bloaters, the shruggy face from Mega? I like it. I like it. Maybe... Oh, I'm an old man. My phone doesn't recognize me when I try to open it. All right, I'm going to tweet from the phone because that's just a better experience for me. All right. Office hours contest. I'm going to pin this. Guess below the number of... And I'm going to do it, you got to do it before 7 o'clock. Right? Before the top of the hour, you got to guess the number of total stats on my sweet archer that I'm building. All right. Post. And now I got to go to it and pin it. It's pinned on my Twitter. If you want to participate, it's at SticksIntern on Twitter. The tweet reads, Office Hours Contest. Guess below the number of total stats on my sweet archer that I'm building. And I will not be counting any entries that show as entered after the top of the hour my time, so 7 minutes from now. Hector, thank you for following me for a while. Guys, yeah, it's cool with me if you're in and out of DFK. I got no judgment, but it's cool. I always like, getting to I don't know, it's hard for me to believe that people listen to me talk about this sometimes. So it's always cool to hear it because to me it still seems so surprising. Big Agi, still keeping it average on the decks. My endurance is doing really well. My luck has been hitting too. So I really can't complain. Skiller would call this like a disappointing hero, I think, if I'm just being totally honest with everyone. Health hasn't been great either, despite my early, Vit, it wasn't enough, perhaps. Wasn't enough. So now here I am with 3 stats above 20. Or 4 stats above 20. That's actually pretty good for 9. But it's not like any of those stats are outstanding. But at the same time, that is kind of what I'm building for here. So can I be mad that I'm getting what I want? Absolutely, chat. Absolutely, I can be mad. I am mad. I got 95 mana, too. That's really good. I'm just going to let it run with the stats because the mana seems to be doing fine on its own, even though I haven't put anything into it. At level 20, yeah, Mega, it's going all the way to 20. So where do you think this hero, Miles Death Dancer, is going to be at level 20? It is at level 9, and its current total stats are, what, 15 plus 20 is 43. And this is now 59. And then I add, that is 85. Then I add this is 106. Then I add this is 115. Then this 138. And this 150. And actually I can go check my count by using the bot in the DeFi Kingdoms Discord. If you don't know, you can drop down into the bot commands channel under bots, type /hero, paste the ID that I just copied. HeroBot is thinking. Yes, my total stats is 150, which it says is plus 15 above average. You know what? That's not a bad idea to probably just copy this onto my post on Twitter. We'll have to join on the computer, despite my insistence not to. Whatever. Get over yourself, intern. Get over yourself. You are... Oh, 420 says Renpen. You know, if I get close to that, I ain't going to be mad about it. All right. I've posted a comment there, Miles Death Dancer, showing what I just got. All right, 150 is right. Now let's see as we go into 10 what we end up with here. Agi in the primary, Dex and Luck in the secondary. We're going. We're going, chat. And so yeah, what I will do this month is I will put the Bloater Vizzy on that surprise Mythic Seer that I found, and I will send that to the person who gets the closest to guessing Miles Death Dancer as a like his total stats at level 20. Oh, no, wait. Donate 3 is telling me that his chats are blocked on my YouTube somehow. And that should not be the case. At all. I don't like that at all. I want to go see if I can figure this out, but I don't know why that's happening, Two Noobs. I don't know why that's happening. I did not do anything to make that happen. Unless I did it by accident, which is possible. I do just kind of... I've done some crazy stuff with just not closing my phone in my pocket. Where do you guess? Mega asks, where do we guess? You go to my pinned tweet on Twitter. Pinned on Twitter. And it has to be done before... I mean, I guess I'll give you before 7:05. Or before 7. 3 minutes. You got 3 minutes left to enter as of the time of this text. And now, let me go see what Two Noobs said, because... I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know why that's happening. I didn't set it to happen. All right, just in case he can't hear me, I want to disclaim that I did that. All right. Boom. Disappointing 6 level up. It looks like a hot 13, but it's actually like, wow, I only hit a 6 on the level up, and then I got 7 from the rarity. So that's probably below average compared to other legendaries, right? Compared to rares, hitting. But compared to legendaries, not hitting. But here, what did I hit? Finally got some love on that int thanks to that. 2 Dex, 2 Agi, can't complain. Crystal did its work. Could have been a 5. Yikes. Did get 3 on strength. Int and Wiz are now tied. That's intriguing. 6 mana points, only 37 health. My HP is, I'm hitting the low rolls on HP, but mid rolls on mana. So that's 163 at level 10. You got 2 minutes left to enter. Let me check the chat. Let's post on X to enter. Some of you have posted there. Thank you, Skiller, for that idea. It is logistically difficult. And I'm sorry, Donate Live. I thought my chats were blocked. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. But I got to keep doing this level up, so otherwise it's going to take forever. All right. I'm here. What do I really need? Agi, obviously. I think drop a vid? Nah, drop a dex. I got 10 more level ups to do. My health has been kind of weak and lagging. Maybe I drop a guaranteed Vit, hit an Agi, and a Dex. Because I'm not really going for luck build. I just want to have enough luck to make it like available for me as an option. I think it's about 30 Mokshas to do all of them. Oh, I don't want to buy from Bazaar. I want to buy from... No, I clicked the wrong thing. Swap a trader. What is this? Confirm swap. Yeah, price impact and stuff. That's what I want. Confirm. It does this to me whenever I'm using this screen. I buy Mokshas through this screen a lot. And it does this to me a lot. Go away. Like this exact order of operations that I just did. I never learned to just take my time. It's pretty bad, honestly. Pretty bad. I don't know why. I'm really worried about this two noobs thing. Because I like two noobs. I want him to post on my chat. I love when he's in my chat. I don't know why that happened. Two noobs, if you could hear me, I'm going to fix this. I don't know why it happened. Alright. I got my 30 Mokshas. Let's go. Come on, chat game. Not chat. Come on, game. Add to queue. View queue. Start it. I'm going to go buy... I don't know what crystals I want to buy. Kind of see what I get to 15 and then see what crystals I need. Probably is the call. Using regulars. I'm not using graders. Because the graders were like pretty pricey when I looked earlier today. I don't know if that was new. But these weren't bad. The regulars were not bad, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Chat, how we doing? Chat, how we doing? 44 viewers. Welcome all. Good to have you all here. I appreciate you coming out. I'll get you some more exciting music here. Yeah. I wish I was doing this right now. Doing more dark summoning. But this is an important part. This is the most important part of building the monster heroes, is leveling them. Oh, shit. Huh. I can't be listening to that while leveling. I actually do need the Serenity Now music. Alright. I got 3 on the Dex. Life is good. Strength's finally above 20. Vit got that guaranteed point. Health. What? How many did I get? 38? Yeah, that looks right. Only an 8-point level up, though. So, 8 at level 11. We've now cut past the cutoff to get my mythic hero with the Bloater Vizzy equipped. Yeah, whoever comes the closest to guessing his stats at the end of this. All right, so, what do I got here? I kind of interestingly enough, I want to put Wiz in my primary, I think. No, I'm kidding. I want to put Agility in my primary. Agility, but then really, it's kind of tough to decide what to do in the second one because they're all doing so well. Like, honestly. I guess just Dex and Luck. I'm really happy with the level up so far, honestly, though. It's like not Skiller level outstanding, don't get me wrong. That guy has, like... Random number generators work different when Skiller uses them. I'm just going to say it right now. Because his level ups are... He sends me the screenshot of his hero score from the... Not his hero score, his total stats and like the difference against average from the Discord. Blows my mind every time. I'm just like, how? And he's like, oh, I just threw some lesser crystals on it and then, you know, made good decisions. And it's like, what? Dude. Blows my mind, but he does it really well. Puts the points where they need to be. Damn, I don't really need to put much more points into Dex because it just seems to be hitting. Dex is hitting right now. Only 7 stats gained, though. Just another disappointment haunting all of my dreams constantly, perennially. Ugh. So I'm lagging. I'm lagging against other Leggies, man. I'm lagging. I'm falling behind the pack. Agi, I think. Vit. I am going to put a Wiz on the secondary this time. All right, where am I at? 12. Wow, it's only level 12. I thought it was level 15 for a second. But that wouldn't make any sense. It didn't get all the bonus points. Did it? Did it now? Oh, yeah. Koopa was sad for a second, but then you remembered Emerson is awesome. Nice. No, okay. If there's a tie, time would be the tiebreaker. I'm cool with that. That's probably what I would do. Skiller just being an excellent hero for me tonight on all of this. I should open a different window and work on sending my Vizzies over. Although that might require me to change wallets, which might not work, but whatever. We'll see. I love this meditation music. It is just chilling me out after, a big day of working. Holy. I've been disappointed before, but that one's pretty bad. Even the health was only 19. Mana only 2. Miles. He wants to burn at level 20. He wants to. But at least he's making it hard for the people who guessed. So, thanks, Miles. Thanks for that. Wow. I think Agi Dex Wiz is what I want. I'm still going to use this Dex Crystal. I might want Endurance. Oh, okay. So two dudes to tell me that it wasn't my fault, but it is something. Something's happening on his end. But yeah, I don't know, man. I love you, two dudes, when you're in my chat. I feel your absence deeply. 260, a lot of guesses. All right, so what do we got here? Sir Worm put 264. He and Skiller had originally put 262. You know what? If it lands right on 262, I will split the baby. I will just burn the hero and the Vizzies, and no one will get anything. Okay. 255 from Kupo. 251 from David Warner. 239 from Mega. Nice. See, he anticipated the poor level ups. 420. I mean, obviously a typo. Oh, nice. Code green. 240. This number can also be unscrambled to reveal a secret message. And what's the secret message? It's 0 for 2 trade. You're going for a 0 for 2 trade. That's a most dominant position to be in a game where 3 pieces are on the board for any hero or any team. If you get 0 for 2, you have 3-1 advantage. So that's obviously what he was saying was the secret message. I can't think of anything else it could be. And no, I don't know what sarcasm is. Karma thinks a lot of me. Puts it at 275, which I think is on par with my Mythic Shapeshifter. I wish it could be that high. 40 Dex, 34 Agi. Good. Got one more Int and Wiz. But see, not super impressive numbers. I'm hitting them in the right spots, but it doesn't look impressive, But the aggregate effect is still pretty solid here. Now I'm at 14. Emerson tries to enter late with 222. We're going to flag that with a community note. No, I'm kidding. Wish I had the gall to do that. 127 mana, 502 health. Your health's catching up a little, but still pretty weak. You need a Vit, dude. Why is your Vit just not in love with me? Probably because it's just being mean. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Imagine if I hadn't put those early points into Vit, how bad it would be. Probably be unusably low health. I mean, still kind of on path to get there. Not going to lie to you. Oh, Two Noobs here. Hello. I don't know what happened to Two Noobs, but subscribe. Thank you. I'm glad he's back. Donate 3. Never done anything to hurt me. I love everything Two Noobs has done. Donate 3 is awesome. And I'm going to use all those donations to make a fat prize pool for the tournament one day. Even fatter than ever before. Oh, I had some things I wanted to talk about with average level systems. Oh, finally, I hit a good level up on Rarity, though, so I'm going to talk about that instead. 4 on Dex. Crystal does the job to make it a good level up. Shout out Two Noobs, Mythic Vibes, hell yeah. 3 Strength, great. 5 Agi for 49. And the Vit finally gets above 20. Get a 12? Okay. Things are turning around now at 15 here. So we got 44 decks and 39 agi. I'm liking this. My health is weak as hell, but my mana is doing okay. Despite the fact that I haven't got good rolls on the int and the whiz. Wow, that was a good bonus. Anywho, average level systems, I think, are actually deceptively full of traps for people that are less obvious than the traps in like a let's all use our best heroes with a level cap, right? Because average level kind of baits people, I think, into situations where they make just a mistake in team comp that really puts them at an uphill battle. Like I was saying, the reason why I thought my shapeshifter cheese with the 5 extra ticks was broken is that it kind of like, it's like tilting the game board. So you're fighting uphill and I have the high ground, says Obi-Wan. Like the same thing happens a lot with average level comps. And so one that really jumped out to me was when Sir Worm played Raph. So Sir Worm made a very minor mistake in draft. And actually Raph made like a big one. So Sir Worm's mistake could have been even worse. But Raph's came out really kind of hard against Just. When Raph played Sir Worm went 14, 15, 16. This is good, right? That is what people are going to do in an average comp. That's like basically what we expect them to do. It's either that or play like Dial Down the Center, right? Like just right on the average. But otherwise, like that, a stagger perfect 1-1-1 is what we expect people to do. Sir Worm's mistake was not in doing that. It was because his mistake was the fact that of his 3 heroes, the one at the bottom was his 1 damage dealer. So you remember how I was talking earlier about like having your 1 damage dealer alive against their no damage dealers is an extremely powerful position to be in. That's a really positive 1-for-1 trade. If you can trade one of your not damage for their only damage, you've got a really good position because it's hard for them to come back now. And because Sir Worm's 1 damage hero was the one that was below average, that means it had fewer health rolls than its enemies on average, right? Just fewer health rolls means lower health generally. And that because of that, like basically the first time it took damage from any of Raph's heroes, it got really kind of obliterated. But it didn't really apply to Raph though, because Raph was playing with 2 13 archers himself. Right? But what that meant is that if Worm had instead done a 16 archer, 15 tank, 14 priest, I think he did it the other way around with the priest and the archer. The priest was 17 or 16 and the archer was 14. If he had done it that way, he would have had a 3-level advantage over Raph's 2 damage dealers and would have been able to kind of flex that level advantage with his damage dealer against Raph's and probably do a lot better in my opinion. But as it was, he only had a 1-level advantage over them, and they were able to outclass that level difference with their traits and their rarity and their rolls, right? But that's just like, I'm not saying Sir Worm was dumb or anything for having done that. I'm just saying like that is an easy mistake. That's kind of hard to understand why it's a mistake. It's easy to make a mistake and make it really imbalanced just structurally, the game itself. If Raph against Just is like another great example. Raph's like, hey, I can bat above my weight with this hero. So he went with 2 13s and a 17. So it just off the rip, he has 2 levels fewer on his team than the other one. And then Just's team. But then Just is over there, and Just did actually the correct kind of setup where he had a 16 archer in the back and then a 15, 14 front line, but they were also pretty juiced up with equipment, right? Which that's its own separate thing, but just from a structural levels perspective, because we're talking about playing average levels, Just had it right where he had his range damage squishy with extra health in the back and extra damage ready to pick people off. And then because he went full damage kind of with the 2 warriors and their aggro build, it's not a perfect analogy, but it does hold up very well in that they were the ones meant to take the hits more so. Or if Raph did try to reach to the back for Just's archer, Just had a level advantage against his damage again. So they are batting up in weight, right? They're batting up against the average level of the game itself, which is what all the stat S scores are calculated off of, if my understanding is correct. It takes the average level of the game and compares the stats of each hero to heroes of that average level throughout the entire catalog, is what I think it does. And so if you have your 2 damage dealers batting up like that, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Now, it's not like that doesn't mean average level tourneys are bad or anything. It's just, I think a lot of people like them because they think it's like more fair. And I think just having a level cap is more fair. Like, you can decide, hey, if you want to bat up to that with something lower, go for it. But otherwise, this is what you can expect everyone to be playing at, is this line, whatever that cap is. And I think that's just a better system, generally speaking, than an average level system, because people don't really know what to expect. And because of that, it leads to these kind of weird imbalances in team compositions that aren't really skill related and may reflect on may impact the balance test feedback. Anyway, that's my rant on that. I'm so sorry I interrupted this. I had to do that rant. ADHD is a bitch, ain't it? We're going to do end, Dex, Agi, last Dex, Crystal. I'm out of shivas. That rant wasn't as long as I thought it was. I thought it was like 15 minutes. I just yapped at all of you. No, did it again. See? Did it again. Press buy from Bazaar. Told you I do that all the time. What the shit? I type in 5 and it's just like hundreds. You want hundreds? I got hundreds. What else do I have to rant about, guys? What do you want me to rant about? Ophisto says wavy hand. Ophisto was the one who named the cat comp. For those of you who don't know, I'm the reason Second Life got buffed, because I was able to, with the Shapeshifter no Codex class, take down 7 lives of Skiller, although one of them didn't actually proc. But we ignore that. We ignore that part completely. I do think my cheese is still viable, by the way. I intend to test it this weekend, but with an even better comp, because Skiller has this super fast warrior that I'm going to use. And it's going to be great, because then I won't have no Codex. It'll be like totally different ball game at that point. Speed, baby. Speed. Yeah. I am speed. I put together some fun clips. Hopefully the team finds a way to use them. I did some funny things during the games. I'm really looking forward to playing some more this weekend. And just kind of beating up on some fools. I hear Eternal Zenith might be getting involved. That's what I hear. You know, big cards coming out to play. That's what I hear. So I'm excited about that. A rant about Emerson's rants, dude. All right. I just want to say, I no longer know whether Emerson is actually speaking or if he's pressing a button when I hear "Goddamn you, Kupo," because it sounds the same every single time. It's really weird. Thanks, intern. I really appreciate it. Says the beef. Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. I got you. 3 on endurance. Nice. You're gonna be a beefcake. 40 agi, 46 dex, 4 more levels. Chat. I'm gonna do it fast. No, wait. These are the ones I gotta think about the most, because I need my crystal. All right, 4 more levels. Chat. What am I going to get? Do I need more Vic? I don't really want it, though. Let's just go ham. Agi, Dex, Luck. And, yo, this might be the solution right here. Bazaar. Open. All right. What does a regular fortitude cost me? 0.7. Greater fortitudes I can get for less than oh my god. What if I do this? Just get 4 of these. Yeah, I like this. I'm just going to try to make him hard to kill now, because he's fast. He's fast. He's got the ability to do damage. It's like maybe not going to be the tippity top 0.1% damage, but it's sufficient. I'm kind of more into sufficient amount of damage, right? I need enough to execute my plan, and any more than that is wasteful. I would be better served with other stats, kind of is the strategy I'm going for with this one. I do it for different strategies with everyone. Or not everyone, but I do this frequently enough that I try different strategies of leveling just to see how it pays out in the end, you know? With my other legendary archer at level 20, I actually just pretty much pumped Agi, Dex, Luck from level 5, and Not gonna lie, it turned out like a pretty good archer. I'm trying to find a way to do something better here with a bit more nuanced thought. So let's do Agi, Dex. I mean, it's gonna be Agi, Dex, Luck, but I had a Dex crystal. It was just all Dex crystal all day. New approval, new stone, Fortitude. Fortitude is endurance or strength. It's endurance, yeah, endurance. And the reason I'm going for it is like, all right, I could either add to my health bar, which is very slow, very low, laborious process, or I could just reduce the amount of damage that they're giving to me. Someone said this to me in Mythic Mayhem. It may have been Zabu in the chat, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. It may have been Zabu, but I actually don't know. I don't remember. I may be misremembering. Either way, should pump that strength, get that explosion to slap. You know, that's not a bad point, actually. That's actually a really good point. Huh. Interesting, Worm. But anyway, as far as endurance, like you're reducing the amount of damage done to you, so your smaller health bar can take more hits that way without being a super large one, right? It's kind of what I was thinking when I bought these 4 Fortitude crystals for like dirt cheap. I was also thinking, wow, that's dirt cheap. So that was a big part of it too. Not gonna lie. Sorry, chat. Hey, Fortitude crystals doing work already. What's up? 11 stats, nice. 43 agi, 48 dex, 25 strength. Yeah, my endurance is higher than my strength. It's kind of nuts. 29 luck without really putting anything to it is also pretty lucky. 158 mana without having high in whiz, pretty good too. Health still sucks ass. But it could catch up really quick if I get like a lucky double high roll back to back. Yeah, let's pump that strength. I'll still use the Fortitude crystal. And then Dex Agi. I'm sticking with it. But then again, a good offense is the best defense. Yeah, that was my whole defense this past weekend of Fisto, as you know. Even when I wasn't using my Shapeshifter, I would just put a warrior in and use Warcry. So what is Warcry doing? Intimidate the enemy. So they're doing less damage on their counter turn. Buffing my team's attack by 10% with the warrior I was using. And accuracy by 3%. And I can stack it twice. So it was actually 20% and 6% by the time I got to my repeating shot. Pretty much guaranteeing that MFer was going to kill you. No problem. Because I had 2 of them both buffed by the Warcry. Which is what I did to Emerson. That's what I did to Emerson Friday night. He felt the brunt of that pain pretty aggressively. Like, heroes are little bundles of pieces of abilities, right? Think about a bishop and a knight in a chess, right? The bishop can move diagonally. The knight can move in little L's, right? But what's cool about this game is we can be like, what if I had a bishop with a knight and I had something that could move diagonally and in little L's? And you can kind of put these things together, and that's what makes it really cool. The fact that, you know, our diagonals and little L's are now represented by numbers on the screen here doesn't really change the idea that much. Just kind of adding things to it is high value. Good average here, 2 on all the big ones. Endurance above 30, I mean, can't complain. Big health roll, 66. Catching me up good. 2 more of those and I'm set for life. Without 1 more of those, though, I'm kind of in trouble here. Yeah, strength again. Wow. How high can we go? How high can we go? 2 more levels, fam, and then I'm out to get dinner food. Which ones? Which one am I getting tonight? Shit. I forgot already. I'm a typical male. Regardless, dinner food appeals to me greatly. I'm quite tired. Oh, dude, you're doing Pilates? You doing Pilates, B? I need Pilates. I'm going tomorrow morning. Actually, no lie. Look at my shoulder. Look at how I'm sitting. Oh, God, I'm such a freaking mess. My posture is like, oh. It doesn't have it doesn't have an 1100 HP. It doesn't need HP. HP is not why I build archers. Like, I'm building archers because I want to eliminate one of your pieces from the board. I build something else for the protection. I build a priest. I build a seer. I build a warrior. I build a knight with interception out the wazoo. You know? You know, here's a really good way for you to use Second Life, right? So say you had a knight or a warrior or a knight in the front, and then you put a hero that doesn't have Second Life. Say you have a high damage archer with double giant slayer. You put that in the middle, and that way your warrior and your knight can do their, you know, give me all the damage from this guy or give me half the damage from this guy abilities. And then you put your Second Life healer as a support or an extra damage in the back, right? So they can either target your knight and just, you know, face tank your physical defense and let you do whatever you want with potions. Target your middle archer, which is protected by that knight, and that is the highest threat on the board by my hypothesis here, right? That's the double giant slayer archer. That's the one they want to attack, but you have the defense preventing that. Or they can attack your backline support or extra damage, which has Second Life. So if they focus that one, you can focus fire back without worrying about healing it, and just make, as long as you make sure you get the kill, the trade, you've won the trade because yours is coming back. So there's a way that Second Life is extremely good, and like that's just generalizable. It is good on a strategy level that is generalizable to any situation. It is not actually niche or situational at all. It is every single time that it would be useful in a game is the most important times to have your traits matter in a game, like where it's close, where you actually need to think about your trades. We're going to make that strength over 30. That just seems fair. Agi. And then let's try to get that luck too. We have 52 decks. Last one. 19 to 20. We built this monster together. I'm not going to count the total stats myself. I'm just going to go check. And then I'm going to check the hero bot. Let it tell me what the total is. And then after I go get dinner, I will send the thing to the winner. But I've seen all the comments. Let's see how Miles Death Dancer turns out. Big 17-point level up at the end. 54 dex, 31 strength, 52 agility, hitting 5 on this level up, 33 endurance, 762 health. Low health, admittedly, but makes up for it probably in evasion, endurance, luck over 30, and still 171 mana, even though I sacrificed pretty much in Wiz to make sure all the other stats are really strong. This is a card I can be proud of right here. Oh yeah, I like that card. And now, let's check it out. My total stats, officially confirmed, is 264. Let's see how the guesses went. I think that's one of you guys guessed that, actually. It was 262 that Emerson, or that Worm and Skiller both said, but then Sir Worm said, we guessed the same, I'll do 264. No shit, Sir Worm gets it clean on the nose. And because I said if he got it clean on the nose, I would burn the hero, we're burnt. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. Worm, I will send you later tonight once I get back from dinner. Rab, Vineformer, cute little Seer. Wow, Mythic Seer. I'm giving this away. Oh, I'm salty. But I am not actually. It was a good idea by Red Pen. And, like, frankly, if I did level this up, I would just Mythic Floor it eventually by other Mythic Seer. So I think it's going to a good home. I'm going to add the Bloater Vizzy to it after I get back from dinner, and I will send it to you, Sir Worm. Thanks for hanging out in the chat, everyone. And I really appreciate you all coming in here. 420 was my guess, says the B, but Renpen, I think, put that one down first. Honestly. Not to like hate on you, B, but it was the second closest because it was an anagram of, you know, what am I thinking? 240. Well, so what did it actually come out to? 264. That's kind of nuts. Let me look at that on my hero roster. That might be better than I realized. Sorry. I just need to see how it shapes up on the dot plot compared to my shapeshifter. Shapes up against my shapeshifter. That I didn't even do that one on purpose. Come on, hero roster. It's loading, but I can't not show it to you. I guess wait, let's see it concurrently. All right. Okay. So he's not even like hanging out here yet. Oh, it just got updated. This is Cheel, my current archer. She's so good. Rob is so good. They only have 247 and 245. Holy shit. Holy shit, it has... Okay. It's more comparable to my shapeshifter in stats. It's closer to my shapeshifter than it is to my next highest mythic. That's a 24-point difference. Oh, wow. 264 is good. These greater stones might be good, guys. I didn't even like... That wasn't even that impressive of levels. You saw I hit like 2 3s. Damn. Plus 26 over average. Damn. All right. Well, see, this is why we follow the teachings of Skiller. And with that, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you really want to know how to win the game every single time, you just need to have a way to guarantee a 1-for-0 trade every game. That's it. It's that simple. So with that, I leave you all with this.
Do you wanna build a hero? Making monsters out of zeros. Yeah, you wanna build a hero, so you don't become a zero. It's the ultimate gambit, burning heads in the pit, praying that from the ashes rise a monster hero as a prize.
First you grab 2 codex classes, line up the class for the best chances. Then at the bazaar, gather up your stones and crystals to empower your new heroes. If the last step on your path of wonder is in the depths with the dark summoner, send the heroes into the void, and then gaze upon your brand new toy.